welcome.
Wow.
Back.
You guys are all in the future.
Welcome back, everybody. January 7th.
Whoa.
It is a Monday.
It's a Friday.
It is, no, it's a Friday.
It's a Friday.
You're right. It's a Friday.
Rosebud has long COVID, you guys, which means she's not allowed to make any decisions.
Well, it's hard to tell because I've been ADHD my whole life. So long COVID and ADHD, they're basically the same thing. It just is worse now. Mm-hmm. It's just I'm worse than I was before. And I was bad before. So welcome to the Friday Patreon episode. We're 1 week into 2022, and we decided that for this episode, which is being filmed in and recorded in the past.
Yes.
We'd
like to commemorate the Day of Patriotism.
What?
The most patriotic day in American history.
Oh.
More patriotic than the Revolutionary War.
I forgot. Yeah, it's 1 day past. It's the 1 year anniversary of raiding the Capitol. So we decided we were going to raid each other's explore pages on Instagram.
But we'll get to it.
Sort of just to make it fun and cute and light, you know?
I mean, yesterday we did raid the capitals of the states we were in. Rosebud drove up to Austin. Mm-hmm. She raided Governor Abbott's home.
We did, yeah.
And I was in New York, so I went to Albany and I forced a hug on Governor Hoochel or whatever, however you say her last name.
Anyway, we were both tasered, is the point. And so we decided, you know what? Let's just stick to what we know, which is podcasting.
I can't get unhard.
Wow.
That's a side effect of long COVID mixed with electricity. If you tase somebody with long COVID,
your dick just goes.
Do you?
And it stays like that.
Can I honestly ask you something? And I don't mean this to be offensive because I know
it's going to be.
Is long COVID real? I feel like I know that there's people who can't taste or smell. That is one thing that I can say, like, that's a bad thing. But that happens with infections. Like your mom can't hear out of one ear because she got a really bad ear infection.
Yeah. But
with long COVID, I feel like people are just using it as this blanket ailment thing.
I'm sure it's real, but I'm also sure that about 50% of the people who claim to have it are just sort of hypochondriacs. You know what I mean?
Because everybody I know, I want to say 75% of the people I know who say they have
long COVID.
No, Lyme disease. Mm-hmm. They're just, I don't know if it would be any different if they didn't have Lyme disease. They're just all kind of like, oh, I'm a writer in LA and my dog's my best friend and I can't keep a relationship, so it's Lyme disease. Yeah. And you're like,
no, there's people that get very, very attached to being sick.
Yes.
And, whether that's physical or mental, I think people get very, it's like, in one way, being sick is like the perfect excuse to take care of yourself when you don't know how to just take care of yourself. And so I kind of understand where these people are coming from, because we live in a world where people are like, yeah, what do you mean you're not going to work? Like, nut up and go to work. But if you don't know how to be like, look, I really need to protect myself from just burning out, then you could be like, it's my Lyme. My Lyme's acting up.
Yeah, I mean, but that's, what's weird about it is that burning out, like work burnout and like personal care days, that is only for people who have good jobs. You can't do that like if you work at an Amazon fulfillment center and you're like, you know what?
Work burnout.
Yeah, I'm just kind of burnt out. They'd be like, you are fired. You're also fired.
I don't have the same passion that I once had for this job.
I was fulfilling orders, like left and right, up, down, and center,
Yeah. It's kind of like how, what is that joke that Che does where he's like, depression implies that your life is good enough that you shouldn't be sad?
Yeah.
And so that's why he was like, it's kind of like a white disease.
Yeah, very much so. It's a privileged disease.
Yeah, it's a privileged disease. Is what he said, and I was like, "That's pretty fucking funny."
That's what I said.
That's kind of how It is with burnout. It's a privileged, it's a privileged thing.
I used to have a joke that I said, depression is white people's oppression. Mm-hmm. Like nobody else is keeping us down, so we're going to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty genius, and it wasn't recognized as probably the Grammy-winning award level joke it should have been.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are saying that in Kyrgyzstan.
Oh.
I'm on the boards. I'm on the boards in Kyrgyzstan.
Well, without further ado, and
in the Grammys.
And with absolutely zero segue.
The Grammys.
What?
The Kyrgyzstani Grammys. A lot of people.
The Grammys.
The Grammys.
I hate you. Do you want to dive into my Explore page, which is probably, by the way, the most vulnerable I've been with you?
I think, yeah, I do. I want to look at this.
I don't even look at my Explore page. So to hear what's on it is going to be.
I think mine is going to be
learn a lot about
worse than yours.
Today. Why? Why do you think yours is going to be worse?
Just because I.
What?
Well, first of all, the topics on your Explore page are positive attitude.
Which we all know I nail. I'm really good at that.
Senior dogs.
Okay.
Senior dogs.
Yeah.
That is pretty sad. Pitbull Terrier. We know where that's coming from.
Yeah.
Pitbull puppies.
Love them.
Frenchie puppies.
Okay.
French bulldogs. Satisfying slime. Is that actually something that you ever look at?
I've never looked at that.
Childhood memories.
I could see why that's on there because I don't remember anything from my childhood. So looking at other people's might be helpful.
And then
it's probably just Instagram's way of jogging my memory and getting me through trauma.
And then Pitbull Puppy and Mini Schnauzer. Those are also on there. And so let's look into it. Find Me Now label. It's just a kind of looks like something
just an ad
that Carly Aquilina would wear. And just
you're not in the Explore page.
Yes,
this
I am.
This is the Explore page.
Yeah, but it goes down through similar things.
Oh, I see. Ooh,
attractive black men. Not surprised. He's Spanish. You can't talk to him. You wouldn't even like it.
Let me see him.
His name is Gabriel Siqueira, 19.
Okay, what does the translation say? It says, how many
Icaro Silvas have paid Tiago Leifert's wages? How does Brazilian racism work? Race and racism are concepts that have a national dimension in the history of people and every time. I don't know at one or at person first name. I watched BBB for a few. I think this is Brazilian shit. Sorry. Okay. But you do kind of see this lady's boob, which is cool. Okay.
So we got Brazilian social justice work.
We got a girl in a nightclub with
know who that is.
Some heavy naturals. And then we got
winter outfit ideas from Kohl's.
Sustainable Tay.
Just explain what's on it. Nobody knows what Sustainable Tay is. These are just winter outfit ideas from Kohl's.
It looks like a girl from Brooklyn showing you how to dress.
To accessorize.
Yeah.
And layer. Which, to be honest, I need some help with.
Then we got a cartoon dog celebrating Christmas, or maybe...
That's just an illustration. I do follow illustrators.
And then we got a nail salon. So not very interesting. We got a meme with John Mayer when I haven't posted for almost 4 months and reappear. I mean, it's none of it is very guilty. We got the goddamn comedy jam at the Gramercy Theater from...
Well, find the stuff that's funny.
Well, you don't have a very funny Explore page.
That's bullshit. I do too.
Well,
how to wake up early.
Okay. And it's got a fat and unfat Jonah Hill.
Yeah.
By the way, he killed it in Don't Look Up. Probably the funniest part of that.
I do need to know how to wake up early, so that's helpful.
What's this one? That's a funny one. I saw that yesterday.
The perfect tattoo to cover up a birthmark doesn't exist. And then it's just somebody has Calvin Klein underwear tattooed over
a birthmark.
A birthmark that is brown. So it just looks like...
They have a Hershey Kish.
I'm sorry?
Hershey Kish. I just made it a sh sound.
What is it called? What is it called when you see this?
Hershey Highway. What is it? Skid mark.
Skid marks.
It looks like a skid mark.
I almost said track marks.
Dogs.
Just dogs.
I mean, it's not. I figured you'd have a lot more. I know this sounds fucked up, but I thought you'd have a lot more black men on there. I know that. Just.
These are really. It's just dogs and survival guide for overthinkers.
Ooh. Schedule time for overthinking.
Okay, well that would never work.
This is not.
Divide and conquer. Journaling and writing down your thoughts has been shown to improve mental health. Take this a step further and organize them into things I can control, things I can't control.
Sounds boring.
Reframing your thoughts. I've done that. Be solution focused. That's my whole thing. Train your attention. What you focus on is fully within your control. No, it's not. It isn't. That's why I'm looking at this post.
Okay.
Okay.
Gaslighting.
Gaslighting and ways to respond to it.
Okay. I want to know about this so I can beat you.
Gaslighting is a form of manipulation and emotional abuse that constantly makes someone question or doubt their own reality.
I don't agree that it's emotional abuse. I think it's a tactic. I don't think it's a good one, but everything's abuse now.
Yeah. Their actions keep contradicting their words. They insist it didn't happen the way you remember it. But what if it didn't happen the way you remember it? That's the problem. That's my problem with gaslighting. Okay, like sometimes I'll be like, Andy's gaslighting me, but then he'll lay things out where it's like, oh no, I'm actually remembering this wrong. Mm-hmm. Like, so. And then I'm like, wait, but am I being gaslit into believing things you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird that you think that there's like a conspiracy. Don't you think?
What do you mean?
It's just bizarre to me that you're like, wait a second. Am I being fooled?
Gaslighting is on my Explore page every time I check it. Every time I check it, there's a new definition of gaslighting. And I'm like, all right, cool. It's good to know that this is a tactic that people use to try to control you. But unless you are in an emotionally abusive relationship, I see people throwing the term gaslighting around a lot.
A lot of times when people say gaslighting, they're like, oh, you mean lying?
Yeah.
That's lying. It's not good.
Here's another one. Facts about money.
Ooh, I need this.
It can't buy a loving family, but it can buy more time with them.
That's true.
It can't buy talent, but it can buy more time to train. Sort of. I mean, if you're in the entertainment industry and you're entering it at 60, let me tell you, good luck.